Ugh.
Ah.
So now in the pod game I haven't seen at all.
Yeah.
So
It's funny that, like, this is, you know, you could play this story first. I don't think basically anyone did.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Security
no, I can see why you would.
Intruder has been located.
It's not impossible.
Yeah, it's just...
In the direction of the underground base.
On the other hand, it's just like, well, this one's on the left, I'll pick the left one.
Standard battle procedures initiated. Located.
It's stock explosions!
I love that. Also, yeah, the story starts off on Eggman, which is not great.
Well, it makes sense, but
I mean,
it's also...
yeah, it actually, gotta have to, don't you?
Top secret military weapon. The military shut down the research because they feared it.
Okay.
Yep, he's looking for a top secret military weapon that his grandfather was working on.
Oh, my favourite zone, Iron Gate zone.
So, I'm sure, like, several days ago I had a whole bunch of trivia planned for this, and then a bunch of days passed, and now I'm like, well, here's like that one Tails level, but you're playing as Eggman.
Well, I'm just one that flies.
Yeah, he gave it legs,
He
and then...
decided legs were more important than flying.
Oh, we know
A mech walker is easier to design for.
you'll actually see the flying one later, and then he just, I guess, gives up on it. Just like, no.
He somehow can't attach things to it. Wait.
Oh my god, that sounds obnoxious.
But yeah, it is a thing where, like, every 3D, like, game is like, suddenly, let's turn down the flying.
Yeah, there's these segments that just, like, if you want, you
High
can...
score segments.
Yeah.
Can I just say I mentioned once before, this is the 10-year anniversary game. It's just 10 years, and look how radically different this is from Sonic 1.
Oh, yeah.
I would say that, but at the same time, 3D transition.
I guess, yeah.
Level 3 security door breach. Intruder has breached sections 3 through 8. Get him.
So,
The voice.
throughout the diverse and crazy series this is, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Robotnik's only playable appearance ever, I think. I can't think of some other obscure example.
It'll be hard for me now. Spin-offs and crap. Like, really spin-offs, you know.
Well, I mean,
No, I just mean ever.
yeah, like, I can't think of any others, so...
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's playable in an Olympic game.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Security door breach.
If you're going to say ever,
I mean,
No,
you're right,
that's
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
You're right.
I did not think about
I'm not
that.
gonna say that. That's not a technicality or anything.
I like that one jump I did back there, which, risked dying instantly for a Chow key. I just want to reiterate that platforming in these things just doesn't feel good.
No.
Like, you weigh so
like
much.
the tank.
Yeah, you don't have good control. Like, not like, you know, Sonic control. And if you miss your jump, you suddenly fall way faster than you should. Which is, like, not to say that it's actually harder to platform because of that, because it's just kind of like, if you've already missed the jump, you fall faster. But it's just weird, like, when you miss a jump and you're, like, running up against the ledge, and it's just like, nope, you suddenly fall twice as fast. Like, what?
Oh, you, kind of,
Yeah,
got one step ahead of the game there.
yeah, I can't break open these doors until the doors are there. Which is very true.
Yup.
Yay! I get you, Igni!
I love...
Missed the child box, you fool.
I did, I don't get all those animals.
Piece of cake.
So I had to show off the Chow Garden one more time, specifically as Eggman,
Oh, right, yeah.
because,
I know it's coming.
I mean, there's just the fact that like look at him. Just look.
How
at...
do you? How do you go to it, by the way?
You pick up the key. Like that's what the first box.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it'll...
Because that's what I was saying in like the other video. Like the thing about playing it or doing the Chow Garden in this game is at least you can kind of you know, play the game, pick up all the stuff in the level, and then go to the Chow Garden afterwards to like deposit it into the chows directly or whatever. I don't know. You give it to the chow, which is so it's like you play the game. Whereas in Sonic Advance, it's just like that was like a bonus thing. It was just kind of lying around.
Oh, I think that's one of his lines for like getting a combo.
Didn't we once say before that it's kind of rare to do pre-rendered videos with in-game graphics because
Enter password. Password is Maria. Maria. Now all I have to do is to place.
I love how you confirm that by saying it out loud.
wait,
Oh,
is
is
this
the Chaos
pre-rendered or is it cut
Yeah.
off on the sides because they haven't like compensated for that?
It's not
I know-
pre-rendered.
Oh right. I guess they must have like cut off the sides because sometimes you get. I know in some games of in cutscenes, sometimes you're not supposed to. You can see what you're not supposed to be able to see. So you get like NPCs just kind of standing there T-posing.
Or the end
Well,
of the
it's-
world, you know?
Yeah, no, like I actually keep forgetting to check it, but I'm pretty sure there are cutscenes that are not in this like 4:3 ratio that have those errors in them.
Yeah.
Also,
I like Eggman is the only one with color vision. He was confused
Even
a little
then,
bit
it
at
takes him a
first,
while.
but hey.
Since you were so kind to release me, my master, I will grant you one wish.
He's a genie.
I don't
Shadow
know.
Shadow goes weird. Shadow has a weird introduction
True
there.
power I possess.
The true power of rocket boots.
I guess I'll go ahead and say this now. I remember Shadow being like, you know, everyone says like, oh, he's the edgy one, blah, 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 that tired old joke, and it's like, there's a lot of lines that Shadow has in this game that don't gel with that personality that I basically come to associate him with. Like, he has a lot of cool lines, and it sounds really weird. It's like you won't hear in this campaign when you fight him as Sonic the first time. He has that one hit sound where he just goes, "I'm the coolest." And
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
pointed that out, yeah.
yeah, it's like there are lines in this campaign as well where he just says stuff that just doesn't match his personality.
Well, it's more like he has a different personality in this game. They kind of did things with him later. And at the same time, let's see. It's kind of hard to talk about what I want to talk about while we're here still at stage 1.
Right. I mean, I guess we'll see it, but I don't know. It just
I
just
definitely have something I plan to mention as this wears on and the plot wears on, but
I just wanted the people to pay attention to it, just because like I there are just lines that I forgot he says that I was like I don't that feels kind of off to me, but we will see them.
I think you may remember him as more edgy than he actually is, simply because of
Yeah,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
That's the thing, right? Like it feels like he kind of, or at least people's perception of him, like kind of morphed over time. Also, this is the first Shadow level. Is this?
Well, I
boss
mean, the
fight?
first Sonic level was the boss fight in 1.
No, it was City Escape.
In 1.
Oh, right.
Was spectacular. So, Shadow, you are the military's top secret weapon.
Yep, the military made a top secret hedgehog.
Will grant me a wish.
Bring more
I
chaos
mean,
emeralds.
given what Sonic's done, hey.
I'll be waiting for you in the central control room on the Space Colony Ark.
That's still a thing, right? I've been frozen for 50 years. I'm going to assume it's still there.
I love the very dramatic animation. He just goes, "Arc." So yeah, get ready for a lot of repeat cutscenes where it plays a different character's theme instead.
Look, as long as it's not, let's go. Oh, by the way, the Knuckles animation is coming up. Hang
What are
on.
you talking about? That emerald's mine.
That one there! I can see he's already, by this point, I've already seen that like 16 times.
Well, now you get to see it with all of Knuckles' power-ups on Knuckles.
Oh, I want to see 32 times now.
Look
Yeah, Rouge gets introduced sort of in media res. I don't think it's necessarily that Knuckles automatically knows her, it's just that we came in the middle of the conversation.
Just realized this is 16 by 9.
Yeah, the perspective keeps changing. I noticed that. Like at some points it's not 4x3, and
I think that's because this one is a more open set piece, while the other one, like, there has to be walls everywhere,
Yeah.
and then there wasn't walls, like, extended
Probably.
all the way.
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces,
I just realized that the area they're in is like a later Tails/Eggman stage.
Yeah, I don't know why they're hanging out here.
In Egypt.
And also, Knuckles smashed up the emerald just so, you know, he wouldn't get it, because he can put it back together. He realizes that now.
That's what he should have done in Sonic 3 Knuckles.
Yeah, like why was the Master Emerald there?
Although I
What
guess
was that
he
sound?
learned it from Sonic Adventure 1 that he can do that, so now...
Yeah, he's just I know it.
So I don't know shit about this character, because the only game I played with her in prominently, I suppose there's Heroes, but she's just kind of like
Yeah.
a mode in that game. And then there's like Sonic Battle. So I didn't really realize she just glides with the wings, because in Sonic Battle she could do something resembling flying.
Well,
And in Heroes,
Yeah,
she
that's
could
the
fly.
thing. Like she can't fly in this game because she's Knuckles. So
They're all equivalents of each other, usually.
I just want to point out that I
Oh
actually
my god, that was food physics.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay.
I wanted to
They
point out
did
that
that.
before we get too far into that this is actually I think the level I retried the most on, which is not because it's hard, but because I just kept getting like emerald placements that are like I kept overthinking it. Because I actually forget if you'll see it. There's like an area in that like after you ride the turtle, like you have to do this whole thing where you like go around in a big like water tunnel, and you have to like time it with like getting on the back of this other turtle, and once you get there, you're like, oh, the emerald was just on the other side of the wall that I was already on before I started this quest. And then I'm like, I'm restarting, that was stupid.
You're too used to the last levels, and you're not used to the easy first level.
Yeah, I was just really overthinking these. So, I don't remember dying a lot in the Dark campaign, so I think that by this point I was kind of used to it. So, the thing about Rouge, as we're about to finish this level up and not see her anymore, she has a pretty defining character trait in this game, or like a backstory, I guess. That I somehow,
Is.
yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. So,
What are you saying?
How is that?
I forget where they establish it, but like,
We'll see Rouge. Rouge has a plot line. So does Shadow in this game.
yeah,
They have a plot line that's decent, and, you know.
yeah, we'll
And
get back to her.
in later games, it's a little more square peg. Oh yeah, here's the level where Eggman has to battle his way into his own base.
Yeah,
Is he doing like the RTS thing where you manage to build a base behind enemy line? I don't have a big reference pool for RTS games, I just know that's the thing you can do.
oh yeah. Eggman has a lot of levels in this campaign. I don't know if he has any more than Tails, but it just feels like he has a lot.
I mean, he's the only existing character in the Dark story.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but like, for example, the next Shadow level is like basically happening at the same time as this. Like, there's no reason it couldn't have happened first, but
Who's he fighting? The military?
yeah.
Yeah, the gun military robots, I think.
Okay.
You know it's them instead of his because they drop the cores instead of animals.
Oh, I hadn't noticed, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's a subtle difference, but if you're playing with a Chow Garden, you notice it.
Yeah,
more.
this, like, look at that! I couldn't make that jump, but there's no reason.
Ugh.
There was absolutely no reason I couldn't make that jump, other than
They
Jesus
shouldn't
Christ.
make jumps that you can only just manage, and that is bad design.
Over nothing, yeah.
Yeah, like there was nothing going on. I just couldn't jump forward.
Wait a minute, hang on, he's in a mech. Why is he going, ugh, with every jump?
I don't know.
Why is he straining? Oh, this button is so hard to push. Oh. Oh no.
That's what happens whenever you don't wait everything out to make sure you can make the jump, because you're in a stupid mech that...
Well, you know, I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog games reward patience and being slow.
It's just killing me, because at this point I know that the hover power-up is coming, because, you know, obviously. But, I don't have it. It's like there I could just, like, run jump and then hover across that gap, but no, I have to make sure to get down in front of the jump before I do it. It's like, ah. I don't know what to make of the fact that they did a lot of the dubbing by just having them literally say the Japanese things. Like Yosh and Ora Ora.
No idea.
It's like, that's just lazy, right? Like, you just have them literally repeat it regardless.
That's not even lazy, that's incompetent. Like, it's like, oh, we don't know how to translate this. Well, what's the context for it? We don't actually know what it is. It's just, we're just... Maybe that's it. Maybe they don't have context for the lines. It's just have the Japanese script. Knuckles. Ora Ora. What the hell does Ora Ora mean? Like, Japanese, like, onomatopoeia, kind of? Well, what's he doing in the scene? We don't know. Well, shit, we better just say the line literally.
Because, I mean, they have the translation for the story, so they have someone translating, but they just, for the sounds, they just, I don't know, they just gave up.
Maybe they just didn't have direction for that. Maybe they fit for the plot, but not key direction. Actually, I'll take over here. Make sure you get that little animal there.
It's a bat.
But it's not a Rouge
Wow,
the
that is, I forgot how insanely slow this level is.
Yeah. And then, yeah, they do the speed boost thing with these characters, just at a random, just be like, hey, it's Sonic. I don't know what's going on here. And that's the gameplay. It's really like bad platforming mixed in with like shooting your laser and jumping wildly in the vain hope that it'll lock onto the thing that you want to kill. If you're actually trying to shoot something, because most of these things aren't actually threats.
Wow, this is like the worst level of this style.
I don't know, I mean, at least it's kind of open. It's not these boring corridors. It's just stuff to see here.
Seems more aggravating than... No, I'd argue this one because it's, like, aggravating and you have to wait for platforms all the time.
I guess. I don't know. I
And
just
not
found the
enough
metal
fun.
corridors being pretty damn boring.
I felt like that was just an example of everything that's wrong with the Tails and Eggman segments. Just kind of at once.
With the Chaos Emerald in the Space Colony Ark. I've got to find out just what's
It's kind of weird, like, we need, like, sort of a labyrinth zone, kind of ancient, like, so they just work it into... Oh, it's his base. Like, yeah.
He has hieroglyphic keyboards.
Yeah, that doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Broadcast for an important news.
Broadcast?
There has been a break-in at the Federal Reserve Bank today.
Oh, I love this.
Mysteriously, the only thing that was stolen
What?
was the Chaos Emerald.
He interrupts the...
According to
I'm so-
eyewitnesses at the scene,
before she even
What is
says
that
it.
accent?
identified as the world-renowned hero Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Fleeing the scene, destroying the reserve's guard robots in his path.
Oh yeah, you're hearing a bad British accent. I forgot about that.
Is that what it's supposed to be? It sounds more Indian.
I don't know.
What the hell is that accent supposed to be?
It sounded to me like a really bad fake English.
So yeah, one of the Chaos Emeralds was in the Federal Reserve Bank.
Well, yeah, so you put precious gems.
I just want to point out that Eggman saw that footage of Shadow and then went, that sounds like more of the work of Shadow, instead of being like, oh, I recognize him. He still doesn't recognize Shadow on sight.
For all the people on that
Oh no, that mutant Barbie doll's, I don't have anything to follow that up with, I'm just calling her a mutant Barbie doll.
hedgehog.
I still remember what I promised you. For the people of this planet, I promise you revenge.
No, that's not what my mother asked for. It didn't happen this way. Shadow, you must learn to hate and despise humans.
I will destroy and hate all humans. So this is where the game's getting back to, like, what it's good at.
Yeah, this looks like an actual game now.
It's alright. I do not dislike playing as Sonic or Shadow.
That's a good sign for a game. I do not dislike this.
Got ring.
Actually, I didn't have any on me. Thank you for the warning. Of course, that's a reference to, you know, Lord of the Rings, which just gotten its film debut this year.
Ah. Here's just a big
Chaos
tower
Soda?
full of springs.
Just reminds me of one of those sections where you go in the tube and you just, you know, tube around for a bit.
I think he just kind of skates around.
Yeah.
Skates.
That's what makes him the ultimate weapon.
If he's so great, why does he need, like, basically performance-enhancing shoes?
Hey, you know what? It's cool, kind of. I think it's alright. Those are so
I mean,
shoes.
I do
mean,
inline.
it's silly as shit, but hey.
I do inline skating. I'm not gonna knock it.
Those are what soap shoes are like, right? Like they have these hover components that.
This. No.
I think
Yeah.
they had to give Sonic, like, he has different animations from Sonic, at least.
Yeah, were these real products you could buy? Because I know the soap shoes were. Where my shoes?
Oh yeah, this part where for some reason...
What the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you turned on
this
like
part
a
is the
decent.
bottom path, and it's like some weird
Updraft thing.
Yeah, updraft.
Yeah, you turned on cheats.
Yeah, I honestly thought I died there, and then I went, oh shit, okay. And then, yeah.
I don't know why that
Wow.
instead of an actual...
Oh look, that's where the magic happens. Just make the whole game this, you know? Like why is that
I know.
such a bad idea?
Because he is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, they love referencing that around this era.
Yeah. That's all they ever done this happened. They're really proud of Knives, but it's not actually that good.
Yeah, was it that popular in Japan, or was it just like they made it? So
Well, probably just they made it. I don't know. And it's one of the only
Almost got
kind
a
of,
robot falling on your head.
yeah, I'm not sure how
One
I
of
hit that.
like it's like one of the few Saturn games on actually. And it's not like this. Like, I mean, the Saturn didn't do great, but it's not like it was
Too
You know,
easy for me.
the CDI or something. Like, you know, it was on the market. It did sell some.
Or even the Sega CD.
Yeah.
What?
So while we watch this again,
The ultimate power.
this isn't actually touched upon, and I felt like it's something I just realized. Like as a kid, I had assumed that when everybody confused Shadow for Sonic, that was in some way a plan of somebody's. And playing the game now, I realize that was not ever a plan.
Like, it's not like you thought like, oh, they're trying to frame Sonic or something.
Yeah, like I thought that was part of the idea, but then it's like, no, they never say that. So it is purely a coincidence that everybody looks at this person who doesn't look like Sonic and confused him for Sonic.
I'm the world's ultimate life form.
We're the ultimate life form.
Farewell.
Cool. Is it fake hedgehog? One of those.
This is Rouge. I have located Eggman's base and will proceed to enter it now.
Yeah, so she's a CIA agent or some shit.
All right.
I did not remember that, even though that's like the only thing to her.
So she's like employed by Gun or whatever, or
So she's like, yeah, she's a government
Employed
agent.
by some sort of government entity.
Yeah, but she's also a thief. So
Catwoman. Well, I don't
Yeah.
know if Catwoman ever worked for the government. It sounds
Yeah,
like a
no.
plot.
But yeah, but it's that kind of character archetype.
Yeah. It's like a thief who occasionally does the right thing to help. I guess. I don't...
no, like she's a thief who is
No.
employed to help.
She has a job.
She has a job where she's, gathering intel for the government.
Yeah, it seems more or less like a full-time job and more like a gig. It pays well.
Is she? So how different is she from Knuckles?
Not.
She's gotta have something different, surely.
Like
No. I mean, was Sonic different from Shadow? Was Eggman different from Tails?
Yeah, no, they're all pretty much the same. Their themes
I guess I
are
kind of,
different.
I guess I kind of forget about Shadow because at least his running animation's different. I mean, I know it's literally the same, but I kind of forget that. But no, it's literally just the same gameplay.
Her animations are probably running animations probably different in a way too. It's just
Yeah, she
Yeah.
she digs with her feet.
Oh, that was a Sonic battle attack, yeah. Oh, like,
yeah.
I guess like stilettos. Is this when the designs started to get really fucking weird?
Yeah, because they made a sex appeal character out of Sonic characters. And like
Yeah.
that's just a thing that I will never understand. Like that is quite obviously what
That's
they were trying
not.
to do.
It's not like the internet like twisting things. Like that is what they were set out to do.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's
that's the thing. That's the
sort of
thing.
like
It's not right.
the thing I get is like you get this. You're playing. This is a stock character type, the femme fatale thief Catwoman thing, and you play it straight in all its aspects.
but it's
It's
also
like-
like
because-
the,
yeah.
it's the crystal thing where it's just like, well, you just made a bunch of furries. Good job.
It's gotta be close.
Like there's just no way around it. That's a thing that was a result of this character design. And
This is a weird game.
yeah.
I got it.
They didn't have to do the tit physics. I mean, I can
Yeah,
say that for
that-
any tit physics, but
Yeah, that was
What?
especially a weird idea.
I feel like
I didn't know about that. Like that is, I'm just when that first happened, I was just like, why? Was that my eyes going funny? Like what?
I think Japan in a whole is more comfortable with kind of on the side playing to a fetish, even if that's not their like primary intention.
It's a space transporter.
honestly, the proportions of her model are bizarre. if you
Yeah.
really look at them.
Only shut down over 50 years ago?
Like, it's way more exaggerated on the model than in, like, the art, as far as I can tell.
It's my mission to find out what he's up to.
Also, yeah, I guess that was the establishing of that. The reason that Eggman can go from space to Earth so quickly is just he has a teleporter.
I have to locate the central
Okay.
control room that Shadow mentioned before he
Sure.
I actually forgot about that. I was like wondering, like, why the fuck does he keep going between these two places? It's like, oh, right, he has a teleporter.
Maybe you should like just you know set up like a defense perimeter or something, so he didn't have to fight his way in. Just a thought.
It is amusing how much of the dark story is all the characters like doing their own thing.
Yeah, they haven't really.
I'll make you pay for this.
Rouge is like completely separate so far.
Yeah, she hasn't even talked to either of those characters yet.
And like we said before, she's just. I mean, Shadow's got an origin. She's just there. I just love the idea of her being employed by the government.
Yeah, no, I like that I somehow forgot that, even though that's like her entire point in this game.
Which again, like this human world they've got. I guess like Ampho characters are just kind of just the norm there. Just some of them are employed. You know, they've got to do like equal opportunities or whatever.
Well, I mean, she could glide around. That's probably pretty
I'm not saying
good.
she's bad at her job, but you know, I'm not saying she's taking jobs from human workers.
Oh yeah, this one I remember being kind of annoying to find the correct path to get up.
Yeah,
Particular bit for some reason.
just a bunch of stacks of boxes, and you're like, what?
She works for the president.
Yeah, but she
President,
also
which is also a thing.
she also steals from. I just don't understand how she could do the government thing and then also be just like a thief. Like that's just weird.
Did
to
they
me.
know she's a thief?
Yeah,
like,
She
like
calls
can be-
herself a treasure hunter. It's not necessarily certain that she's stealing from like anyone other than Knuckles. Or more like stealing from like, you know, ancient tombs and Tomb Raider type crap.
She's Laura Croft, I guess so. Yeah, that's one way to pin it.
Well, I mean,
Explain it to Sonic. We want the Tomb Raider market for Sonic. What?
and believe me, like I'm a lot less weirded out by like, you know, there's Sonic and people running around and a bunch of humans running around. I'm still weirded out by the president shit. That part just plays silly no matter what.
They don't really. You know, it's subtle, but like the recent Sonic games, they kind of like downplayed the more realistic side. You know, they do something more kid friendly.
You should go back and
It's
watch
subtle,
that
but-
the scene with the president because they really play that for laughs.
Yeah,
I've-
that was a lot.
There was like a part where like as Sonic leaves the limo, like his secretary just like didn't see any of that apparently.
I kind of feel bad for them paying
I
that much
know why
attention
they
to it.
emphasize the more realistic part. It's called Sonic 06.
Oh yeah.
Well, they hadn't
Fair
had
enough.
knowledge of that yet. They're like, oh, this now we're gonna pull out the big guns. Oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah, like most of the president stuff is just goofy here.
Can I just say there's
Intentionally goofy. No?
a lot of Eggman segments where he's doing literally nothing but being on a rail and just
Right.
shooting. Hey, big.
Big.
Didn't notice him the first time, but like, there's literally nothing you can do here.
Except get high scores.
Yeah, like I think they might be able to hit you, but like in a
Just lock on. Make sure you get the maximum lock on. Let go of the button.
Yeah, I think there's a distance limit to how far you can maintain the lock on. It's like big,
Oh, yeah,
but not,
yeah.
like, you know, across the world big.
No, I know that.
oh yeah, I just launched that rocket through that door to break some boxes, and
Yeah.
that's me being confused about it real quick. And I'm like,
I
oh,
didn't think that would actually work. But,
yeah, no, I was waiting for the rocket to respawn. It's like, oh no, the wall's broken already.
You.
I've arrived.
Yosh!
Wait,
Yosh.
where?
I didn't notice that the first time or whatever.
Yeah, that kind of confused me. I'm like, I don't know anything about Japanese Yosh, but I'm like, why is he saying Yosh? Like in Yoshi?
Yeah, no, it's like, huh?
It's just. It's just like, Yatte! You know, it's like, what?
I honestly, I thought it was like his catchphrase because he says it a lot in this game.
Been waiting for you, Doctor.
I mean, they changed his name to Eggman, so I'm just like, you know.
Glorious achievement of what the world's leading scientist, Professor Gerald, has created.
Gerald.
The Ark was the first space colony created by mankind. Not many people know that the Ark contained a top-secret research facility where weapons of mass destruction were being created. This is one of them. A weapon capable of destroying an entire
So his first name is Ivo?
Codenamed the Eclipse
Robotnik, yeah.
Cannon.
Destroying an entire planet.
You're going with the old lore.
Was this my
I think they
grandfather's
kept
legacy?
Ivo around.
But it's been
Okay.
deactivated for some time now.
This is kind of heavy coming from a
Deactivate it,
anthropomorphic hedgehog.
large
Yeah.
amounts of energy are necessary.
Yep.
So we've got a Death Star.
So that's why
Again.
we needed the Chaos Emerald.
Hang on a sec. They made a thing capable of destroying a planet. Why do you need that?
Seven chaos
Alien invasion?
What's
Man, imagine if Shadow
mean,
interacted with like an alien invasion. That would be so stupid. Man.
use as you please. And then
I mean, it's sort of the thing where evil top secret, you know, like top secret government military shit just kind of is evil in a predictable way. Even if you step back, it's like, wait, what? Hold on.
They thought they could, but they never thought if they should.
It will be that easy.
Oh, his voice changed there.
Hi. I'm a
Shouldn't
bad,
do
I
that.
do that.
Oh, fine,
I've
yeah.
got a great idea. How about making a deal?
I like how she's like Catwoman, but you know, she's a bat.
When you grab that huge emerald, you
She said that like she's trying to hypnotize them. How about making a deal?
Now, if you could just let me borrow that radar,
I mean,
to help you.
might be trying something else, given a design, but
What's in it for me?
I have an idea where the other Chaos Emeralds may be. I may not look like it, but do you know that
What?
I am a treasure hunter that specializes in all kinds
she can
of
fly, by the way. Why weren't you doing that in the level? She can fly.
Look, she's
Yeah,
making the
that's
glide
cheaper.
sound.
You didn't.
Very well.
There must be an
then,
updraft
what's the
there.
deal? I don't think we've been introduced. I'm Rouge the Bat, but you can call me Rouge.
You don't have to call me a bat because that's kind of obvious, probably.
Having to come back isn't my idea of a vacation. How can you be sure your intelligence reports are correct? Why would the Chaos Emeralds be here on the island? Are you absolutely sure?
Well, believe
I love he's
what
got
you
goggles
want.
and glasses.
Very well.
I never thought of that.
Let's discuss how we are going to do this.
Okay, here's the plan.
I will go in first and distract the military troops, allowing you to sneak in the base without being detected. Then, Shadow will enter the armory, where he will set the timer on his dynamite.
Little quick pause there. Then Shadow will enter the armory.
Get away before anyone has a chance to know what hit them. Meanwhile, you'll have to sneak into the cargo area and grab the Chaos Emerald. That's a challenge for such a worthy treasure hunter.
It's very different to the last game, isn't it?
Speaking of good animations,
We only have 5 minutes to pull this mission off, and we only get one try, so don't fail me.
Pretty quiet there.
That's actually a pretty coherent plan.
I thought they said weapons bad.
the gun
Oh yeah,
is
also,
good.
welcome to the high score table.
His line for that is
I
super
like how you're
quiet.
just like, fuck it.
Ow.
Ow. A large cannon, that's even better. Volcan.
God, there's so many Eggman levels in Eggman's story.
Well, that's the best gameplay type, clearly.
This is the fourth one. Yeah. This is the fourth Eggman story. We've done one Shadow level.
2 Rouge.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, Shadow's the playstyle of the main character. But you only seen him once, which is just a real shame.
It also feels disproportionate because these are so much slower than the other ones. I mean, granted, Vision Knuckle gonna depend. These ones, these always have to be a set length. There's no like real trick to doing this quickly. He's always gonna move slowly to a big level. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but these just feel longer because you have to follow the same path.
I just to go back to a point I previously mentioned about Shadow, because this is boring and I need something to fill it.
Yeah.
Like, the thing about, like, Shadow resembling Sonic, at least in terms of the story, is, like, it's weird that it's so prominent in this story, yet it has absolutely no impact outside of it impacts what levels Sonic plays in the very beginning of the game. Like, that's the reason he's escaping, you know?
And that's the reason why there are gun robots attacking everyone.
Yeah.
Your team.
But aside from that, like, it's not actually important. And it's also never brought up again. Like, no one ever confuses them again. So, which I wouldn't expect to have to say, aside from the fact that somehow they managed to confuse them in this game.
Yeah, everybody upgraded to color TVs after this game.
Oh, okay.
This is like Batman the Animated Series, where it's like kind of a modern world, but they use arcade black and white TVs for some reason. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was...
I'm not even playing and I'm just like, I'm sick of it. Is his head smoking?
Oh!
I think... Do you start taking battle damage, like, you know, visible battle damage with, like, smoking and stuff?
No, I think the smoke is an effect of having low health, but...
That's what I meant, low
yeah,
health.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone ready? Shadow, Rouge, on with the show!
Oh, Sonic! I thought I'd never see you.
Oh god.
I'm so glad you made it.
Shadow. Hey, another person to annoy.
I like how...
You're not Sonic. Who are you?
Yeah, she saw these 3 people, including Eggman, but, like, only
You
noticed...
just now
she thought
noticed
that was
Eggman.
Tails. So it was Tails and Knuckles there as well. Wow, Knuckles, you sure have big tits now. Wait, you're not Knuckles. How did she get there? Why is she there?
she's trying to find Sonic because he was arrested. That's,
Makes sense.
This is actually... Yeah. Amy, get the fuck back, Jesus.
Get the fuck down! Get down on the ground!
Oh my god, it says
Tails
tornado on his thing instead of tornado because... English.
I'm just weirded out there's a Sonic game where Tails is a boss.
Where Sonic is the final boss. Sort of.
I like how I actually died there, but the game didn't, you know. I had already won, so...
No double KOs here.
5 minutes.
Position, Doctor. Tell me when. There's been an unexpected delay on my end. There's no more time to waste. Set the timer for 15 minutes. Let's go, Rouge.
5 minutes should be plenty. Here I go.
No, you can do 15 minutes, you said.
No, it's weird.
Yeah,
It's difficult for
I
yourself.
guess the idea is 10 minutes to get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say, but it's weird that they put those 2 times back to back because it did just seem confusing. Also, I just got that emerald like right the fuck away. So like, no matter how bad the rest of this run went, I had to keep it because I got an emerald at the very fucking beginning.
Yeah, this is annoying because there's a lot of shells positioned so that you can't just climb up where you want to go.
Oh my travel hell.
I wasn't sure which layer it was on. I was like looking for the yellow, and I screwed this up kind of bad. But yeah, no. This level was kind of annoying because treasure hunting can take a while sometimes, and now you're on a 5-minute time limit, which is not a great amount of time. And
You think? I think it's like the mech levels are always shitty. Knuckles and Rouge can like vary drastically depending on how lucky you are. And then the Sonic and Shadow ones are generally...
yeah. But yeah, this music, like, I don't know what you call it, but it is very, like, secret agent.
Female secret agent crap.
Yeah, yeah.
Like 60s spy, yeah.
It's unique. Like, I think, like, between, like, all of the music and, like, even some of the vocal stuff, like... I think they do a good job, even if what they create sometimes is very, silly.
How is that?
I wonder what came first for them, jiggle physics on the ears or the tits?
The ears amuse me the most, honestly, because they just
It's like...
they don't stop.
It's like they did the ears just because, hey, look, we can animate. It's like, oh, that's kind of cute. And then, like, some perv animator just like, yeah, can you play it here as well?
It's Japanese, so I'm sure they were just like, well, this makes a lot of sense, so... We gave her tits jiggle physics because it's realistic.
That's what I want for my sexy pants realism.
Imagine if Sonic Adventure wasn't sexy. Like, remember Sonic Adventure 1? That was just not sexy at all.
That was my problem with it. I mean, I was like complaining about the cutscenes and the production values, but really, it's just, wasn't sexy enough.
Do you remember how much worse her outfit was in Heroes?
Not really.
Oh, she just had, like, her tits out.
Great.
Oh, you don't know. You don't know, right?
I just remember that, yeah, the Heroes, they gave her a different outfit, and then they never used it again. It's like in everything else, it's like this one, because, that one was too bad.
I don't actually even remember her looking that different in there, but we'll see.
It's a pretty different outfit.
That's kind of weird that they would do a costume change for a character.
Yeah, because they don't normally have costumes.
That's true.
Bad, huh? I'm pretty strong, all right.
My impression with that is sometimes, like, maybe they were going to do it, like, a different costume for every game, and then once they changed it once, people went like, nah.
She's the Yoshimitsu of the series.
I mean, you know. Because I'll be dead.
What? Her voice is still distorted and it's on her end.
Oh, the Eggman Bomb.
Yeah. She looks like a fucking mutant. Like, what the hell? It's like, is she gonna be an anthro character or a human character? And they couldn't decide until like the last second.
I actually can't
I'm sure
decide
she
who
was
you're
supposed to
talking
be
about.
Maria.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because
I don't think Rouge is supposed to be human. They really fucked up the graphics if that's true.
But they did.
And her saying she's a bat. Man.
But they still did a lot of human things with her. It's, you know.
Yeah, I guess you're right, yeah. But I meant Maria, because, I don't know, like, she's got, like, huge eyes. I'm sure she's supposed to be, like, a cat or something at one point, and then you're just like, oh, no, make her a human. I've already got this model made, I can't...
Child makes her... Since she's a child, she gets to be fairly anime.
I guess it's just because she's a kid, but it also kind of looks like we made a cat model. No, she needs to be human. Shit, I can't chase. I'll just put a different skin on it. No one will tell.
You see, no, the thing is, her eyes aren't connected to each other. If she was a Sonic cat,
I'm kidding. I know.
I know.
She's a kid. She's got big ears, big eyes.
Big ears.
Yeah, she's
Imagine
got real big ears. She's real ugly.
This music, by the way, like Shadow's music gets a little weird.
I kind of like
recommend
this.
them doing a commentary. I can't really remember noticing in the music so far. But that might just be because of it turned kind of...
Yeah, you have, because I mean, this one's pretty unique. I like it. I don't dislike it, at least, but...
Got a lot of weird sampling going on.
Yeah, it's got like this muted vocals in the back, where...
What was that?
I hit a mushroom.
Yeah, he ran into a mushroom.
No, a mushroom. My one weakness.
You can imagine I didn't expect to have, like, you know, a hitbox and actually knock me over, but,
The great doctor didn't expect me to encounter mushroom. I think There we go. Yep, invincible.
yeah, they didn't really get good use out of that either, did they?
Oh, gee, I wonder what we need to pick up here.
For the damn case,
Yes.
Wait, hang on. What were those things before then?
Just
shoes? Regular ass shoes?
These are really air shoes.
Were they supposed to be sponsored by, like, Nike or something? I mean, it makes sense, you know, the other ones were product placement.
No, hi, Big.
Bye, Big.
It makes sense for him to be here, I guess.
I kind of like that, actually. Just have them in every stage just for the fuck of it. Wait, what are these pulley things? Like, who set up all these things?
Well, you've never been in the jungle before.
Ultimate victory.
Supreme fight.
Double flawless.
Okay, that was...
Hey, that blue hedgehog again, of all places. I found you.
Hey, you fuck off.
Faker, I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
But he's still a hedgehog. Like, he's not a fake hedgehog.
I'll make you eat those words.
That's what this whole thing bothers me. Because like that whole thing is like, oh, you're faking. It's like, well, no. They're just hedgehogs.
Well, I mean, you can say that for Shadow if you realize he was a clone or what.
Kinda, but I don't think he was created to...
Oh.
He was definitely created, but not to be like fake. I don't know why he's a hedgehog.
That's what I was gonna say. Was like, he wasn't created to be a clone of Sonic. He was just, you know,
the ultimate life form, which apparently is a hedgehog.
Yeah, apparently. With like
So, like, every time Sonic sees Amy, like, is she a fake hedgehog? There's like apparently there's enough room for one hedgehog. Is there a term for like if you're a xenophobe, but it's because you want to be the only one of your race or species? Like what?
That's why Sonic doesn't like Amy much.
Yeah. It's like a self-loathing hedgehog.
Yeah, I might have mentioned this before. This fight is stupid because it's just
a character fight in a Sonic adventure game. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like
he's dead.
As opposed to Adventure 1 where they don't even try here, like you just have to get lucky and hope they don't deflect your attack.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up?
Bombs.
I like on the dark side that had absolutely, like, that fight had no reason to be there.
Chaos control!
It was Sonic picking a fight. There we go. A lot of bombs.
What does Chaos Control do? Is it just like teleportation? Because it seems pretty vague.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sort of teleportation. I think it's also like, slow down time, and that's what you're actually doing.
I think it's actually time freeze, like just straight up,
Said his life's
Ah.
work was
because it's actually
dedicated
using like the
to all of those
multiplayer,
who live down there.
where
He once told that the reason for
So
his
how like the
life
2-player
was
works is like
making
like for
people
example like the Sonic stages, you're just playing like a Sonic or Shadow stage,
Maria,
and
I just don't know
like you're
anything
racing
anymore.
against each other.
I
And
also
if you
wonder
collect
why
enough
I
rings, you can
live
do an attack
what
that just
my
affects the
purpose is
opponent
for
directly. And one of
Sorry,
his
I'm just trying to take all this in.
I will
Yeah,
find
this is
the
kind of
answers.
important. Sort of.
Maybe.
Shadow's having a moment. The doctor wants to
Maria.
make everyone happy.
That monster.
Why so melancholy?
oh, because I promised I'd make the world happy, and I'm trying to destroy it.
That was so unexpected. So unlike you, Shadow, to come and rescue me.
Not that
Your
I know
ability
you
to
at
use
all.
Chaos control certainly comes in handy.
You know, I didn't come to save you. I came back for the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, but then again, that's not the whole story, is it?
I thought that was one of you two.
I thought that was you.
We only have 6 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, you know.
That's more than enough for the demonstration. So let's get the show on the road.
Let's walk right through your arm.
What's the plan?
Oh, they're gonna, this is the blow up the moon part.
Okay.
But the plan is to blow up the Earth.
Well, the plan is to use
Why?
the threat of blowing up the Earth in order to, give me... I am Eggman, give me control of the world, or I will blow up the Earth. It's a very James Bond villain plan.
Sure, okay. Explains all the 60s spy music.
And this is like, here, look what I can do. Fuck the moon.
What was that for? Oh, the Truman Show, that's it. So he moves the moon and just fucks up all the tides.
What, in the Truman Show?
Look at Bruce Almighty, I don't know why I said Truman
Yeah, I
Show.
know. I was like, that's
Oh!
somebody. I was like, hold
I
on.
just really blanked there. I
thought you were talking about, like, the fake moon they had in the set. And, like,
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah.
I was like, why would the fake moon affect the tides?
I don't know why I said Truman Show. I guess I'm looking at this like, that looks like the poster from Truman Show. Them all gathered around this big screen there in the city. That's what I'm using as an excuse.
Why are you so upset?
What was he doing?
Well, that was really impressive. You've managed to create complete havoc on the whole planet. Does this now mean we control the planet and can...
Does she mean like havoc among the people or havoc among the
Too
tides?
much time to charge up.
Isn't she working for the government?
Potential, you'll
Yeah, but
need
she's
all 7
secret.
An idiot.
she's double agenting, so...
Yeah.
Our threats fell on deaf ears.
Look at you, throwing a tantrum like a little kid.
Deaf ears, like they saw you blow up half the moon and they went, nah.
The bargain, that girl. What about that last Chaos Emerald? We had a deal.
Can't call her Batgirl. DC will sue.
Here you go. I found this.
Why didn't you show me?
I found this very stiff newspaper.
Station Square saved from a life.
Oh no, don't, no, not another hub world, please.
The city has awarded its famed
So Station Square is still around, alright.
Square. Miles Tales per hour was given the Chaos Emerald as a testament of his heroic deed at a ceremony held at City Hall. This makes things a whole lot.
What? Why did they give it Tails? Okay.
Find them.
He's the one who stopped Chaos, remember? You know when he turned into Super Tails and destroyed Chaos?
Maria.
Well, he's crazy.
This is Rouge reporting. Currently, I have not been able to confirm if Shadow is the ultimate life form or not. I will continue my research.
He has told me so several times, but I don't believe him.
Very shortly.
He's
Just a
way
minute.
too dorky.
Don't forget about my jewels.
By the way, I just
Yeah.
stood here and watched while he blew up half the moon. I don't know if you wanted me to stop that. I presume not.
I'm picking up the signal from the emerald. Watch, boy.
Oh.
Wait for me.
It's the back car.
Yeah, the
I heard
Batmobile.
about this.
Yeah, so everything I said about the last one applies here.
Yeah, no.
It's the same thing. Like, there's a lot of.
Time to catch up on the things we were trying to say before.
But it's completely different because she's replacing Knuckles, but Tails was the one driving the car. It should be Robotnik driving a car. I'm still calling him Robotnik, by the way.
That's fine. I just like to match the game that he's in, you know? If it's the classics.
I can't help myself. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to call him. Hey, come on, I really do, and then I just.
That's the thing. I played a lot of this game, so I'm like, well, I guess we're sticking with this name now.
I guess he's technically Robotnik in this, though.
I mean,
It keeps popping up occasionally. I love that, by the way.
I mean, like, I don't know if we hear his full name or not, but like his grandfather is Gerald Robotnik.
When he did his TV broadcast, it said Robotnik.
Yeah.
Like, so that is like his.
Yeah, they're kind of establishing it as like
family.
like that's his real name, and then Eggman is the nickname. Like, I think that's become official at this point. I think.
How did the publisher of Outrun like give a thumbs up to?
Probably.
I love how lazy this track. I love how lazy this is. Like, most of the levels kind of look like places, but this is just a track in the sky. Fuck it. We'll kind of vaguely suggest it's a bridge that makes no sense.
Wait a minute. Be quiet.
I mean, I compare this to Outrun, but that was like way more primitive. Yet it still looked like an actual place the track was on. I don't know, just put some buildings around or something.
That's more than they were willing to do. I mean, to their credit, this is a different track, I think.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
They have like a whole kart mode, but again, it's terrible. Her wheels are taking it to the ground.
I can't tell if the back of that's supposed to resemble her ears or her shoes.
Yet, I don't know. If you look carefully, her wheels are not turning.
I noticed that, yeah.
It's just one still model that doesn't animate at all.
She's not animated either, is she?
No, she doesn't have her
Jesus.
legendary ear physics.
Let her ears blow in the wind.
The camera phone's on a bit, and this whole time her tits have been jiggling like crazy. Got their priorities.
It's like a Skyrim boob mod. God, mod.
I think you can go out of bounds. I forget.
If you
That's
really
not the
try,
try.
I think you do.
'Cause
Can.
I think I nearly did there.
This is
Yeah,
exciting.
at the end of every level has this long ass stretch, and it's like when your time's running out, you're just like, hurry up, hurry up.
Amazing.
At
Good job.
Was that bit really long because for the score screen they had to make it like loop indefinitely? You know?
oh,
Yeah,
man.
Like, so they need the track to be long enough just so they can pan the camera out without it like being jarring.
Shadow, they're in that blue plane. Spotted at 11 o'clock.
Copy that. I'm in pursuit.
I'll fly, you idiot.
Of course, Hedgehog a foot speed is a better way to actually catch up to them than a car.
You mean like
Yeah.
11 o'clock by basis of north, or does she somehow know where Shadow's facing?
I guess you. Yeah, I
guess it
yeah,
had
I
to be
presume
north,
that,
yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't make a lick of sense otherwise. I'm gonna try that next
I
time.
thought
we
you were
see
dead.
Thieves. I'm just
Me
gonna
too.
go. 11 o'clock. You don't know where I am. You don't know which way I'm facing. 11 o'clock.
So this level has these things in it. And yep.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that one of Shadows' stage is basically the Pumpkin Hill setting.
Yeah.
I kind of forgotten about that, but yeah, this is just Pumpkin
Hey, we've
Hill
got
in
to
the day.
use those assets.
Yeah, but they do it in a way that's not, like, too bad, you know?
No, you know what? After Adventure 1, this is fine.
After Adventure 1, this is fine.
Yeah.
That's the whole game, yeah. I actually saw someone on Twitter earlier today, like, post Sonic Adventure and say, oh, the best.
No.
I swear to God, one day I'm gonna get I'm gonna, like, say something to someone, because Jesus Christ.
Like, that is... Like, I know people, like, nostalgia will make people believe certain things, but, like... It's just one of those things, like, there's no way that's not just nostalgia, like, 100%.
Even if you just view, like, the Dreamcast game, of which there were 2 in a bubble, well, Sonic Shuffle as well, I guess. That's not even the best Sonic game on the Dreamcast. A console that lasted, like, 2 years. Here we go.
That's like Sonic 1 being... Adventure 1 being really good is not an opinion I heard much back in the times.
Yeah, no, some people are just crazy,
Maybe
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't try hard enough.
Maybe you didn't try hard enough.
Maybe it's the only Sonic game they've played. This is the best, by default.
Oh,
Doctor, they're heading
shit.
directly
I ran
toward
out of
us.
ground.
What should we do?
Just sit tight. We've got them right there. There's no way they can get away. I don't know what they are planning, but I'll be sure to give them a...
Maybe it's to stop you? Just a while, I guess.
That was pretty rough.
We did it! Let's go, Amy! Yeah!
You little
If it was, let's get Amy, I was like, eh?
And why was it specifically Amy? It's like, oh yeah, Amy, you should come with us.
Just leave it to me. This time, take your prize, as well as the Chaos Emerald. I call on you.
No, not the Chaos Emeralds.
Come out, my servant.
So oh, cool, we get to play as this thing.
Oh no. It's even better.
I'm the Eggman.
This button at the top has like an electric texture, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be moving. Or at least that's how it was drawn, because it... Like, look at this thing. Tyria.
Tyria!
Look at that! Why is that...
Oh.
It's just sticking out, but it's not moving.
Yeah, no, they fucked up. Oh,
And now it's gone.
Why didn't you just do that when you played it? Stupid.
Well, I mean, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
That's, you know,
Yeah, but that took SK way longer than that. It really fucked up.
I mean, it was the first time I've done it in a while, alright?
You're supposed to go, Tyria! Oh, well, I guess we've got to reuse this.
Yeah, but now it's way worse, because if you fall in the quicksand, you instantly die.
Well, I mean, it's this gameplay style. That's all you had to, you know.
Yeah.
I already presumed it's worse.
I mean, but no, seriously, if you fall in the quicksand, you instantly die now.
Well, it's a good job that the jumping is great in this gameplay mode.
You got an H.
No, this is me trying to cheese it, but, oops, nope.
Thought of everything.
Oh.
So yeah, like now you can't like quickly dodge its punches, you just have to kind of hope that its fist is gonna come down somewhere that's not on top of you.
It's not like running opposite, so if it raises one hand...
Woo!
Oh, okay, that was...
Probably should have, but I mean, that was the first time I did it, and then I beat it.
Whatever, you still won, yeah.
Actually, no, I died there, because I died in the quicksand. That's how I found out that it's instant death.
Beginning liftoff countdown. 10,
Space shuttle.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah, I like how...
2, 1.
I don't know why the shuttle's lifting off, unless that's something that Tails and company did, specifically.
That's his base, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Because
I guess you'd have like a freight shuttle or something, but that's like, going 2 steps too far to justify things.
Can you have
yeah,
like a space
Hi,
elevator or
Doctor.
something?
How's it going?
I just love the realistic looking space shuttle.
What do you mean they escaped? That's okay. I will go after them myself. Can you tell me the
Don't worry about the
password
lip sync.
for the space colony
don't worry,
control?
my hand is definitely on my hip.
Tricking that old doctor is just too easy. All right, it's time to get to work. The password is Maria. Maria.
You have to say it like that.
I've heard that name somewhere before.
I'm pretty sure I heard an insane hedgehog mumbling it.
This is it. Research Project Shadow, the ultimate life form.
Jeez, couldn't come up with a more creative name than that.
What in the world is this? This can't be right. Just what is Shadow, anyway?
It's a fake
I
hedgehog.
guess I'll just have to take the last pieces of the Master Emerald.
That was a thing that...
That space.
So... I don't know. I'm just gonna get right into it. I apologize in advance. The run I used of this is fucking awful, and I don't know how much better I could have made it, because this level
It's the true
exists.
experience.
Yeah, it's true to form, but also I'm still sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Jesus
Christ.
So, yeah, another one of those upgrade things. I'm just like, okay. So, you know how, like, Mario Galaxy is good?
Yeah.
Imagine if Mario Galaxy was not good.
Okay.
You don't
Oh,
have
no.
to
It was
imagine
bad.
it. It's
and
right
in
here.
space.
It's...
Oh yeah, this level has a fun gimmick too, where all the hints are like backwards in some way.
Yeah.
Like the first hint is deliberately wrong,
Only 2 more.
which gives you information anyway. The second hint is like written backwards,
Yeah.
and then the third hint is not over here, and it's over here. Yeah.
The problem
Very
is
funny.
that me having not played this in a while, I didn't quite pick up on the opposites thing.
Oh.
So, that didn't help me out a whole lot. At least it took me a while to pick
I'm
up on
pretty
it.
sure Omo Chow warns you about it if you hit the first Omo Chow.
If I decide to touch Omocha, which I try
Yeah,
not
no.
to when I can. So it's like, I mentioned this in the other Knuckles one, where, like, the level is so big that you can look at entire sections of it and have to be in, like, a specific corner of a specific section before you get that green. Whereas, like, in other levels, you can kind of just, like, kind of scout the level by going near all the different corners and being like, okay, where's the green part? But here, like, you could actually run around this level forever and never find it because it's in, like, one location that you forgot to check. Like, one little corner.
The capsule is especially fun with its attempt at being a planet gravity
Yeah.
container
This
within
is annoying enough when the hints are just normal, you know?
Yeah, it is.
This is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Is this the biggest one?
Yeah, this is her last level, so...
Mate, is that including Knuckles? Like, is it bigger than his last level?
They're pretty comparable. I don't know which I'd say is bigger, but...
probably this one, because
Yeah,
But-
this one feels worse.
not like there's a
Oh, the camera.
huge difference.
Peacocks in space.
The Mario Galaxy gravity gimmick is Mario Galaxy is good because like the whole game was revolving around, not 100%, but you know it's a big chunk of the game. But they did this for just one level, you know, so it's not like they were gonna like refine it and make it feel really good. It's just horrible.
Yeah, but look how much stuff is on the outer rim of this, like, one lower area. It's like how big this one area is, and it's just one of them, and it's, oh god. It's killing me because I had an anecdote prepared for this level, a couple of days ago, and I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
Now I'm sitting there just trying to think, like, what was I going to talk about? The music.
How awful this is?
Yeah, well, no, because that's pretty apparent. I feel like that doesn't...
We already covered that, right? Yeah. That's
doesn't...
what our first half of the level was talking about. Or maybe a first third or quarter of the level, who knows?
I do love the lovely timer in the top left to tell me how fucking bad I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love my shame.
So I know it's in a container now, right?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it?
Yeah, I kind of thought you would be getting a ping over there when you went there. I was like, oh, there, you finally made it. Oh wait, there's no pings. Holy shit.
Now I have to get...
I'm also reminded that it only does... For these bigger levels, it's just...
Yeah.
Like, come on. If I'm near it, just... Doesn't matter what order I do them.
And now I have to get up there because now this level is built in such a way that, climbing is, for some reason, kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, right, yeah, no, that... There's nothing there, but, you know, what the fuck ever, I guess. I thought it'd fall off, that's why I didn't climb up there first. And then, yeah.
Do not lose altitude.
That was the wrong container. I can't.
Dear.
Gordon, I can't.
Okay. I can't.
Alright, well, that was two of them.
Great. I really don't agree with the character-led music. It's just weird. Like, if you, like, went through, like, the pantheon of Sonic soundtracks, it's like, oh, this is... What's it called? Mad
Space.
Mad Space Zone. This is a space-themed level, and then you play this music, it's like, what? I mean, it makes sense for her, but it's just kind of...
It's, like, caught between being character-themed and being, like, area-themed. So, like, this is the spacey Rouge music.
Let me try something different, I'll give them that. This is Moonraker, I guess.
I did want to mention that, in regards to when I was, like, looking at all the vocal music, that I feel like there's, a decent quality to all of the vocal tracks in Sonic games, even if I don't necessarily like all of them.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
I wouldn't say that there was a badly made one, and, like, so it's like, it's kind of weird how kind of consistent that is.
Mm.
Just, where's the green? Help. Right, yeah, so it said green rock, and if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I thought that meant the green planet. But that's not what it meant. Yeah,
I love that sound.
Well, once again, the Steam version for some reason has ambient sounds really loud for some reason.
Yeah, that's just... I don't know what happened there.
It might not even just be Steam, it might be because, you know, Windows 10 or...
No, I meant, you know,
Yeah.
Steam version, not Steam itself, you know?
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's...
Could be an issue, like... with
the culprit, yeah.
Yeah. Why did I do that?
But never hear. I don't ever want to hear you complain about a Sea of Thieves riddle ever again. you can tolerate this.
Okay, sure, I'll leave all the complaining to you.
I got it.
I don't mind them.
Eight minutes.
Yep.
I'm ashamed to call myself a hunter.
I am sorry, but I was not going to go back and do that again.
Oh, so good.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you
That
find
line
my
reading,
emerald?
I feel like you have to put bold and italics on
Is-
those last two words.
Isn't she
Treasure
the voice
hunter.
director? I'm pretty sure she's the voice director, by the way.
Yeah, she's Lanny Manali. Sure, whatever.
So she should do better. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like, really? This voice? And yeah, this is what these fights kind of devolve down into until that happens.
I thought he was doing like an Azuna drop or something there. No, I mean, it was just the thing's gone up. I thought he grabbed you and flew into the air. Well, at least he's doing something. When this happened before, she just vanished. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what he's doing.
Witness my power.
Okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to say that before he does the attack, but I think he got interrupted
What?
by being
what was
thrown
that?
into the air.
Super?
He just shot a laser at you because, yeah, that's what Knuckles does.
What?
The master
He summoned lightning.
Those jewels.
Sure.
I do love that you do these fights on both sides, and yet it never matters who wins.
No, it doesn't.
It has zero impact.
It kind of has to, because both have to win.
Yeah.
Stop fooling around.
Like, and sometimes it doesn't even change the story, like, you know, the cutscene up at least a little bit. It's just like,
This
okay.
is literally the same animation from that first cutscene.
What lady goes around stealing gems anyway?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
I kind of want to do a split screen thing there, because it is literally the same with the camera angles and everything.
Like, she can fly! Like, that's a non-issue. And also,
No, she can glide depending on the context of the scene.
there's also the fact that
Point
during the
remains.
fight there was like an updraft coming out, but now it was a death pit? Like, that made no sense. And it's,
That's why she got to.
That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
This isn't a joke, you know. Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the Master Emerald.
I kind of sound weird, like even thinking of this, but
You say
I think I'm starting to remember what you mean about the Sonic Heroes costume, because I think she had actual cleavage.
yeah, no.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, I just remember that now.
take them. They stink like echidnas do.
If that's what you thought.
This is weird. How can we make it weirder?
They just
Oh, I
leaned
just assembled
into
that,
it.
by the way. Good, leaned into it. That's how I noticed.
Finally.
That's how I noticed.
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
We should get going.
At least the mouths aren't like grotesquely like bizarre, whatever the hell's.
Yeah, that, like, entire
Yeah.
body wailing every time they speak.
Their eyes twitching whenever they uttered something.
Up to anyway. This is strange. It's showing
Who's doing anyway, of which he is not in this picture, and then you replace it with the same picture.
Wait, Shadow. I'm the one who should be telling them the end is near, not you. Now is the time to end this long drawn out battle.
Long and drawn out is right.
As the ultimate genius.
It's a good description of all his stages.
If something happens to me,
I love how quiet that is in cutscenes when gameplay's just like boom, boom, boom. What did you say, Doctor? I can't hear you.
I love what came out of nowhere, by the way.
I like how he finally uses goggles. I kind of.
So two things. Having low gravity makes this level a little interesting. Also, this music is great and I love it.
I wish I could hear it over.
Yeah, oh I forgot, yeah, this is actually the loudest stage in the game now. This stage, I think this stage is like permanent, just fucking noise in it now.
Those green fan enemies. Enemies?
Yeah, no, they're just things
mean,
you destroy for points.
I'm sure the music's great, but I'm really struggling to make it out over whoop whoop, and his jet boost is going. Whoop.
I love the chaos things just on the ceiling of that platform. They're just like, "Hey, how you doing? We're hanging."
Yeah, this slow gravity thing makes this a good platform game, non-exercise.
Yeah.
Pain. I mean, those chaos things are just there just for pay points, you know.
I mean, they're some of the more annoying enemies, so...
Yeah, but throwing them under there.
Yeah.
I don't know, I go.
They aren't defending themselves in this level very much, which is where they're really annoying. Also, yeah, that was a melee attack.
Yeah, so on the first stage.
Yeah, he gets like a big boxing glove, because...
That's kind of out of character.
I just love the Tails one. It's like the propeller for the plane. Even though it isn't really a plane anymore. I guess, you know, it makes sense, but...
I honestly forgot after all this time that wasn't him.
Yeah.
The Tornade.
Tornade?
This is how the hover should have always worked. This looks like it makes up for a better game.
Well, it's actually that we're also doing things like platforming and, like, you know, shooting things in midair. Which
Yeah.
is, it's making things interesting, whereas, like... Remember the first couple levels, we didn't even have the hover.
How much use are you gonna get for this?
It was an optional upgrade, so...
Yeah, it was armor, you know, extra health.
I don't think Tails
Saying
gets
how
that.
how much is left of his levels? He has to fight Tails, I know that much.
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah. There's also the final story where he plays everybody, so...
Oh, do you? I thought that was just Supersonic.
No, there's, like, actual stages for that.
Oh, right, okay. I never would have guessed that.
It's its own video, it's 45 minutes.
Oh, jeez, okay.
Also, I chose a specific strategy for this, these rail sections, see if you can spot it.
Damn, you're not going to make much of a high score. Man, this... okay, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's nothing.
He's lost a will to live.
I think that's the only damage I take.
We're gonna get that E right now.
I just kind of said, you know, screw it, I'm gonna see what happens if I don't do anything. Like, is there an actual threat? It's like, well, I took one more hit than I should have. And then that was just like, it just assumes you know where to go. I mean, up is obviously where you go, but you know. He melee punched a fucking... It's a capsule now? Because it's supposed to be like the TVs, but...
Yeah, sure. I guess the capsule makes more sense.
Yeah.
It lets you see what item is in there from all angles.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm pretty sure that had a laser sound effect on a toy I had when I was like 6.
I don't know what's making that sound.
Lasers?
Okay.
Wow, ask a stupid question.
But what lasers?
Yep, the lasers.
Lasers.
We're in space. Probably gonna be lasers in space, you know.
Lasers in space.
It's all those sky beams, that's where they go.
You said Skype? I was like, I remember the call sound being kind of obnoxious. I remember. Oh, okay, but I get this.
Rick, I could replace the sound with that. You know. That would definitely make sure you notice every call.
It really did sound like it's one of those stock sound effects you got on like children's toys.
Yeah.
There it is. I can see it now. It says chaos firing it. This goes on a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Oh my god, it's been 6 minutes.
I kind of want to see like a breakdown for how much gameplay there is for each character. Because like Shadow's like really disproportionately like the least. And he's the most enjoyable character to play.
Sorely underrepresented.
You know, Shadow can move really fast. Maybe we should make these levels, you know, longer. I think people want more Eggman.
God, this is dull. This is the most interesting Eggman stage, and it's still fucking dull.
I don't know why it goes on for so long.
And I did say rail sections.
Oh god. I would have presumed those meteorites would
realize that there was a second one.
Well,
hey, we will put a
live to live for him. They're all stormtroopers. Open fire! Shit, we missed.
At this point, I'm like, oh, I think I actually have to fire now. I think. I'm not 100% sure what's going on here. It's like, if my shots actually matter, I'm not sure.
Can you lock onto those things that are rotating?
I don't think so. Especially because I was breaking them without actually doing so, so...
I like how you tilted almost horizontal during that final jump.
Yeah.
Just fall flat on your face.
That was too close.
Glad you played this and not me.
I was wondering why I got an E rank, and it's like, oh right, yeah, because I didn't shoot anything. I was like, oh, it wasn't my speed, it was just...
I was just waiting for the E rank, I hadn't done that.
Well, young lady, is there something I can help you with?
Okay, when this fight starts, it's my favorite line reading in the whole damn game.
Oh, we've got a bit of a cutscene, though.
Yeah, I know. Just...
Oh!
Just be warned not to speak over it. That's Shadow.
Shadow, what are you doing here? I was waiting for Sonic.
Hand over the Chaos Emerald slowly.
That'd be a good twist if he just tricks him.
Be careful.
Yes, I'm Shadow.
Handing over the fake emerald, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Put the emerald down right there and back off.
Oh, I guess I get it. It is a gambit. It's still a gambit where he tricks Tails into revealing it's the fake one, but he knows that there is one fake one and one real one on this ship.
Yeah,
he doesn't necessarily know that this was the fake one. Then again, he probably could have guessed.
Well, it says this line, and now it kind of...
So,
Yeah.
you know it wasn't the real one.
Because you just told me.
So there is an explanation.
Yes, that Sonic would have, given him the fake emerald because he has one.
Right, yeah.
I'm counting on you, Tails. Amy, take care of
I just love that they made a fake emerald that acts like a real one somehow. And then Eggman had the perfect way of telling that they had a fake one.
They made it too real.
Sonic, wow.
Now we have some unfinished business to take care
And then Shadow walks in. Oh,
Real Emerald, I will release you both. You have my promise.
Sonic!
Huh?
Huh?
Asked me for the first time to do something for him.
For the first
I
time.
won't let him down. I won't give up.
Here we go.
What have you done to Sonic? I'll never forgive you for this.
What have you done to him?
Best line reading.
you fucker. Kill Sonic.
So this
Very honest question. What have you done to Sonic?
this took me like 7 tries when I did it as Tails. This took me 1 try. It's like once you get it, you know, but
You get it?
Photon gun.
yeah, but like that laser, if you're not in the right position, you will get double hit by that thing.
Did you just double hit him with like combo bullet into melee?
I don't know. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. But yeah, no, you know, him actually winning over Tails doesn't
I guess
really
he
matter.
was just a regular hedgehog after all.
Yeah, hedgehogs explode real good.
The power creates
What does that mean?
they're mine. All mine.
I don't think so.
Oh, this line.
That was your plan.
Or it's coming.
Or was it a direct order from the president? Now I know who you are. You're that government spy, Rouge the Bat.
What?
Oh, Rouge the Bat. Is that like Rouge the Bat, the government spy? Like,
So there's multiple Rouge the Bats out there?
Looks like things aren't quite
Well, no, she is the government spy. But like, yeah, I
No,
don't.
but he's like, oh, you're that Rouge the Bat.
That.
Also, hasn't he been
that is
in like?
mingling?
Again, hasn't he been stasis for 50 years? Like, how does he know that?
ultimate flight this picture
there's a lot of lines that I think are just translated wrong.
named Shadow.
Probably, I don't know.
We talked over one. I actually totally missed it. When she gets like, she does that boss fight in the base or whatever. She says like, I can't believe I've come this far just to fail. And it's like, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be, I didn't come this far just to fail. But it just sounds like she just like, oh, I gave up.
But yeah, just Rouge show her the file on the ultimate life form Shadow, and it's not him.
If you want to live,
You don't really see much what of it
where
is.
they are. The fate.
Oh, is that what that? Okay.
Do you actually believe that you're the real Shadow?
No
Even your
doubt.
memories might not be real, you know?
Even if my memories are not real, it's still me, Shadow.
What?
I will fulfill my promise to Marie.
So he's a clone?
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Well, you'll see. It didn't even look like that, but like
What kind of?
they're making a lot of
things.
wild assumptions here. Like the characters are. I mean, you know, so are the writers probably, but you know what I mean.
It doesn't help that we were kind of like talking about shit when that
Yeah.
was going down.
Yeah.
I have a lot of thoughts I want to get out before I completely forget them.
Okay.
Oh, you just meant that
Like?
in general.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this stage is interesting.
Its gimmick is these rotating barrels that you go fucking rotate a lot faster than you might think on them.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I remember gravity issues with the.
What?
I remember.
What?
Yeah, I remember that kind of shit happening all the time on these fucking.
Yeah.
Ambitious but crap.
Like, remember when they played with gravity in Sonic stage? They had, like, you know, here you hit a switch, now gravity has shifted the entire stage. Once. Here they're trying to do localized gravity, and no.
These people are not experienced any kind of 3D game design.
It's a
Trying this
little,
kind of shit.
it's a little janky, but it's not terrible. It's
I do remember dying a lot because of jank on this stage.
I didn't quite have that problem, but it is not refined for sure.
Use the ultimate platform. What the?
It's like the
Yeah,
only the only death I took on this stage was because I ran into a meteorite like a dummy.
Well, there's like 3 alternate paths. Did it matter which one you went in?
I don't remember if they give you alternate paths or it's just some of them have rings inside.
Yeah, some of them are just like a ring and then a spring, but they just like eject you back out, and it's like, all right, choose another one.
I think, we're closer and closer to Sonic Heroes. I think my memories now are kind of like the good levels are pretty good, but the bad levels are. Because some of this platforming kind of. But then again, like I've also heard like continuously like this game's amazing, Sonic Heroes is crap, but it's like. Yeah, but these are the same people who think like Adventure 1 is good, so I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had always heard that the like 1, 2, like 2, it's a consistent decline from 2. I'm not sure what I'll think of Heroes after this.
Yeah, I think I mean,
I don't know. It's pretty clear that after that, it's definitely a consistent decline in quality. But like. I think the one thing about Heroes is that you are forced to engage with all 3 gameplay styles. Well, here, like, you are forced, but, like, once you have a completed file, you can just go and, like, play all the Sonic stages.
Yeah, do missions for them. If you're really into it, you can be like, alright, let's do all Sonic's missions.
Or even if you want to replay the game, you can just replay the Sonic stuff. And in the first game, you could just play the Sonic story.
Yeah. But even that's broken up the playboard. I was thinking about, like, in the interest of fairness, that I played Sonic Heroes, but honestly, like, although I did play it when I was younger, I don't think I'm, like, experienced enough to just breeze through that.
Ah.
Because I remember, I just don't have that much confidence in myself playing it.
If it's on the PC, I'll play it.
I believe it's on the PC.
Yeah.
But even then, like in that case, you would think emulation would be best.
We'll see.
I mean, I could if you really wanted me to, but I don't think that would end it.
I mean, some creative editing. Like you have this playthrough, which is not great, but
I'll consider it.
Considering
I consider it when we're about to end this one and we won't have anything else.
I also think we agreed to not do the whole campaign of Sonic Heroes, considering...
No.
Yeah, but whoever played it would have to do it to unlock the final story.
Yeah.
Then again, they wouldn't have to do the other parts on camera, though.
But you would have to play...
Yeah, no, I'm not playing through that game 4 times. I'm certainly not doing those special stages.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying you wouldn't have to keep up, like, if your concern was, I can't, be good, you only have to
I think the concern is not wanting to play it at all. But, this is just me trying to fuck with the gravity.
I could just do the Sonic bit and then we just go to an existing video. Fine. I am not doing commentary over the whole game because that is literally just this. I mean, there's minor tweaks, but that is like the same 4 levels being played over.
Yeah, it's just sort of variance. And it would be okay if they didn't make you play all 4 before going to the end.
Maybe I didn't try.
Yeah, that's like the Adventure 1 problem, but way.
No, way worse because, like,
you have to like find shit and things like that. You reach the end of the level and teleport you back to the start because we don't know how to do that.
You never cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog.
I wanted to quickly mention that I took a lot less deaths in this campaign, and I also ended it with a lot less lives. I don't know what that really means.
What are you anyway?
Got less 1-ups.
I mean, yeah, but like, why did that happen?
I see, but I can't let you live.
I can't let you live.
I just realised Shadow has more of a backstory than any other character, really, if you think about it.
Pretty much.
Like, what is Sonic's deal?
He's just a guy.
He just loves
Okay.
adventure.
Time for me to finish this.
Beware of Sonic's special
Oh yeah, I took a death here because... And you can tell that because Omochao starts appearing at the beginning of every one of these fights.
Yeah, like every time you die, he gives you a hint.
I'll use your chaos control.
Oh yeah, and then Sonic does that now.
Oh, he can just do that now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he did it before, so you know.
Yeah, but he did it in kind of like a pinch kind of plot.
Yeah, well, now he's
crucial moment.
experienced, okay?
Just, I wanted to point out, by the way, that that line is absolutely one of those where he cuts himself off. It's like, I think the full line is, "I'll use your technique" or something. But
I never even know that.
yeah, like you can, under certain circumstances, you can get them to say the full line.
I failed.
I told you, I'm the ultimate.
I thought it was Shadow saying I failed. Pretty soon.
This completes my plan to take over the world.
So,
Era of the Empire of Eggman.
Is that the first time he's just referred to himself as that, or I just? Does he just flat out call himself Eggman?
Eventually, yeah, it's... They're haphazard about it. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's some sort of warning. Oh, good, we got. That was abrupt. We got a Steam achievement though. That's pretty cool. Doc.
Doc.
That was even more abrupt than the last one.
Yeah.
Well, there, it's cutting you off before you lose.
It just leads directly into the final story. So, this is Shadow's theme, and it's fucking odd. It's just weirdly experimental for what is otherwise pretty standard music, I'd say. I didn't even get a chance to talk about the Shadow gimmick in that one Roost stage, where like the security bots will like see you, but if you stay in a shadow, then suddenly it's just like, nope, you're fine.
Oh, I thought you meant Shadow's in the character.
No, sorry.
I thought he was like an assist or something you could call him.
But yeah, no, it's
Still pretty underwhelming. This isn't
yeah.
as like comically bad as the previous game, but it is still kind of just crappy. Not terrible, but
It's kind of funny. I feel like the whole like how bad Adventure 1 thing is like kind of wore off, and now it's just kind of like, here's Adventure 2 for what it is. Not great.
It is solidly mediocre. Maybe sub-mediocre, but not like
Yeah,
too much.
I think for the time,
I would say it's above mediocre on just the Sonic Shadow stages, but the Eggman stuff, like the fact there was so much of it too, like that stuff sucks. Like it's just straight, like not a challenge, not interesting, and then the treasure hunting is just kind of, it just kind of wastes your time. Because it's also not challenging. It's just you're basically like, how fast can I find this stuff so I can have it be over?
it's like the previous game was almost more interesting because of how comically incompetent it was. Although the length is a problem.
This game's still plenty interesting. Anniversary 10th Sonic. Sonic Team.
Thanks, Sonic Team.
Ding.
Good.
Dark story.
It's not that dark.
Dark!
what the achievement said. Great.
Yeah, so the battle DLC just unlocks characters, I think?
Supersonic collision. Untamed power of chaos.
Professor Gerald, the truth about 50 years ago.
The end everything.
Chapter 2. Last episode. Wishes are eternal.
Okay, thanks.
That I just realized that voice, that was the voice actor who did the voiceovers in Illbleed. That was the voice.
Nice! Oh, that's great.
Little bit at the end, it's like they really wish they were making like a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.